Hello and welcome to Living with the Landspeeder, Chapter 41, where we StarWarsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin.
Heyo!
And our good buddy, Derek. Hey, buddy.
Wow, we're in a goofy mood.
Yeah, we are.
This guy.
You got the buttons. You can do that probably.
Oh yeah.
I got.
You don't have to.
Hold on. Where are those?
I can do this one.
I guess they're not. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So, welcome back, everybody. All is listening and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, you're in for a treat.
Woo!
Derek has something below him. I think that he's going to show off. I think.
Wow.
All right.
You said you're not going to show you until we get back on.
Oh. Well.
For the opportune time.
Okay. Well. Anyways, to keep it PG again, I was pleasantly surprised this weekend. My wife's like, "Hey, we should go out to dinner tonight. I've got to run some errands, but make sure you shower." And I was like, "Yeah."
Whoa, this is not. Yeah, maybe we should talk about this.
No, it's good. It's good. Don't worry. So as we're getting ready to go, I'm like, "All right, well, are we taking your car? Or are we taking my truck?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't care, whatever." And I'm like, "All right, well, we'll just take the truck, and I'm gonna go start it." She's like, "Well, hold on a minute. Like, I gotta get this and this," and I'm like, "What does that matter?" So I'm like, "Whatever. I'm just gonna go like start the truck." So I go out, and I see a car parked across the street at our neighbor's house or in front of our neighbor's house. I don't think any of that, but whatever. And I come back inside. My wife's like, "Yeah," like trying to divert me, and she's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go get in the truck." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that was the point. That was the point." So I walk out, and she like is looking at me, like standing in front of the truck. And I'm like, "Are you gonna get in the truck?" And all of a sudden, like a man comes around the corner. It scares me. Well, it's my best friend from college. It was my college roommate. And all of a sudden I hear the Duel of the Fates playing, and he ignites a lightsaber.
Nice.
And I'm like, I had no idea he was coming. He lives in Chicago. So he ignites the lightsaber, and then his fiance comes over, and they officially were asking me to be a groomsman in their wedding. So they got all the groomsman Neo sabers, and I mean, you can't see it on here, but they have it engraved and everything. And
wow,
is awesome.
That's awesome.
It's great. So
what's really funny is that I have one that looks like that, and mine also has an engraving on it from your friend for me to be a groomsman. But I got it like years ago, which is really weird.
I don't get it.
No, I have a lightsaber that looks like that. It's cool. So you're going to be a groomsman.
I am. And the fact that all the groomsmen got lightsabers, and I'm like, "So should I bring the rest of my lightsabers?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "I can be like General Grievous and just have them in my tux." And he's like, I don't think that's necessary.
No, it's just a gift, man.
So you guys are all going to hold lightsabers during the ceremony?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Well,
good.
Probably not the ceremony, but probably the reception.
Oh,
I assume. Maybe not. Maybe the ceremony. I mean, I'm
you
fine
could be
with
like, they could come in underneath the lightsabers. You could, like, you
well, that would be when they come into the reception, right? Because when you go to the wedding, it's one at a time, and you can just be too difficult.
I mean, I used to DJ weddings, and I had a few Star Wars weddings, and it was like they were kind of odd. They were different. Now, this one would be cool.
Yeah.
Those were a little different.
Like what color? It's hard to tell on screen. What color did you have? Red or?
Actually, right now I have it purple. It's because I have my key light on. That's why. Like, you can see if I put it.
Oh yeah, there
we go. But it has a really cool app as well.
Oh, cool.
And it has a lot of like really cool functions that are just like movement based.
Yeah.
So like you can just twist it and turn it on and off. And then you can like do drags, and you can do drag.
Drag it on the ground.
Yeah, drag it on the ground. And yeah, it does a lot of really cool stuff, and you can fully customize. Cool. You can change all the sounds. You can turn the sound off. Yeah, it's.
You have a favorite sound yet?
Have I done different sounds?
No. So do you have a favorite sound that you found?
Oh, a favorite sound. Yes, I really like. Honestly, I kind of like the Kylo Ren one.
Oh, cool. I mean, that one is a cool sound.
Chaotic one.
Yeah.
But I like to do that one with purple, with kind of like the lightning going through the purple.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a little bit of a Mace Windu sort of vibe, but a little darker.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the dark saber as much.
The sound?
Wow.
I sort of like it. I like in the Disney sabers, the white crystal has a cool sound.
You know what is my favorite though is my cousin got the Guardian Legacy blade, and one they're selling for a ton of money because they didn't do them very long, but the sound it makes was incredible. It's like the Temple Guardian, so so good.
That's cool.
So what do you all think about the blue lightsaber in Skeleton Crew?
Segue. Well, I'm glad you finally watched it, so we can talk about it.
I'm watching again.
Spoilers.
Do you think who it belongs to?
It doesn't belong to anybody.
It has to belong to somebody.
No, but I don't think anybody will ever know.
So
I think it's just part of the treasure.
My son, when we were watching it, he wondered if the color would be the same when John lit it, because you saw it turn blue when the kid was like, "Roga," It's like I thought he was going to cut his leg off. That'd
been awesome.
Which would have been funny. Yeah. But I was like, it just turned. We didn't watch the next episodes where he's still blue. But he's like, well, shouldn't it change colors? Like,
you gotta bleed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
have to. Everybody knows that. Come on, man.
Yeah, like Grievous, like his are all different colors.
That's true. Because there's not yet.
Yeah. So you got to bleed the crystal to make it turn red.
It's like milking a crystal. Milk anything with.
He's got to.
It's from a movie. Come on, guys.
We are gonna get canceled. That is our goal.
Derek's really funny that he thinks people are actually listening.
Oh well, they are. We thank you for listening.
Yes,
I'll
thank you for
cancel
listening.
myself. I will cancel me.
No. Yes, I thought
respectful to everybody that doesn't listen. That does listen.
Yes,
we'll
just cut that out.
Last week on I Am Geek, we had a roundtable and we went into full discussion about Skeleton Crew.
Yes,
and it was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed the show.
I'm glad, because I was beginning to think that you didn't like Star Wars.
One show I didn't like. I'm the one that liked Book of Boba Fett. I'm the one that liked everything else they come out with.
You liked Andor?
I liked it.
How feel about Obi-Wan?
I loved Obi-Wan. I've watched it twice.
Oh, well, call me a liar.
Yeah, you're a liar. I liked Andor.
How'd you feel about those
Andor started
three
slow.
movies?
Andor started slow for me, but then it picked up and I liked it. Yeah. How did I feel like the sequels?
Yeah.
I didn't like Last Jedi. That's the only one I didn't like.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
See, I'm just wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Skeleton Crew. It reminded me of movies like Goonies,
Indiana Jones in some ways too.
Indiana Jones,
Stranger Things.
I thought all the kids did excellent.
I thought the casting was incredible. Like the chemistry between the kids was perfect.
Even Urkel fit in.
Oh yeah.
I thought all the casting was great.
I liked how the kids remained kids. Like they had these parts where they were just like goofy. When we were just watching the episode where they were on the spa planet or whatever, the luxury planet.
Yeah.
And they're just like goofing around in the hotel room, like they've never seen a hotel room before like that, So they're just like hitting each other pillows and stuff. And it's like this is the serious thing because there's these pirates that are coming after them, And but they're still kids,
Yeah, I love the kids. I loved all the Easter eggs. I love that it was an original story and nobody like randomly showed up at the end. That it was just sort of like its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it proves that you can make a Star Wars show without
the Skywalkers.
and a good show. We talked about last week on I'm Geek, but some people didn't like that they were on the round table. They loved it, but they didn't particularly like how it sort of just cut off and ended, but I sort of liked how it ended.
See, I did too.
I liked how it ended. I liked that it was just sort of like
it was fast. Because here was my thought with that. Whenever pirates did stuff, it was fast. It's not like pirates are in a place very long.
Yeah.
They get in and they get out. Well, so they get in and they get caught.
Yeah.
Boom.
I liked that it sort of left it open ended, where you don't know what happened. Even if they don't make a season 2, I like that ending. That it was just sort of like
this is just a season 2. Oh
well,
my!
I hope so.
How much we need to know. And is Hat-Atten just a city on that planet, or like are they the only ones on that planet?
It's just a big subdivision that covers the whole planet.
No, but you saw the classroom. I mean, there were all these other people or kids in the classroom, right, taking that big test. So there's definitely more people. But how far do they go? I mean, when they went to that
there was no one out there when the pirates came. It's like,
you kind of get a sense of it more with the other planet that they ended up on that looked just like Atten, but was really torn up at Akron Akron,
Ohio.
And they're like, "What flag do you fly?" or whatever. So it makes you think it's a bit bigger because it's not just this one little sect of people or whatever. It's different areas. It's got to be more than that, right? It's a big planet.
I even like that they spent a whole episode on this other planet just so that they know where the big laser is on their planet. Pretty much, that was the whole purpose of that episode, and it worked. It was fine. I liked it. I don't know.
And I mean, there has to be a season 2 because now with their, the shield down or whatever it's called, the barrier, people know they're there.
Mm-hmm. Can it go back?
I think that because this takes place between the originals and the sequels, I have a feeling that it does not end well for Hat-Atten.
Oh, you think they're one that got struck by like a Death Star or something? Maybe.
I think that this is just thinking that there's a reason that the Emperor has all those ships and all those things now is because
that's a lot of money.
That's how he built the Death Stars, maybe. Well, no, I guess
all the money was taken.
Never mind. But see that. Yeah,
people know about the planet now, and it would fit in the timeline where they could just come in and take over.
The books kind of explain that too, though.
I don't read books, so
don't or can't.
I can't.
But wouldn't that be the
I'm not
irony
alone
of it
anymore?
If they did destroy it with one of the weapons, the major weapons they had, and they didn't even know all that was there, or something.
I just don't see how it ends well for them now that they're.
Oh, I do.
But it could be good because I mean, it could end bad for the planet, but the people that we have grown to love make it off the planet, and they're now on these other adventures that line up with other stuff. Supposedly, a rumor is that some of these characters are going to be in the Mandalorian Grogu.
Well, there's supposed to be some sort of connection. A long time ago, when they announced it was going to be like this is
far away.
Yeah, that it's connected in some way. We don't know what that means. I mean, we have seen the pirates that were in Mandalorian, and they're showing up here. One pirate, I guess, but we know there are pirates that are across that. So it could be that somehow at least some of the characters are connected. So we'll see.
That's cool.
And speaking of that, we also saw that Padme is going to be coming back, right? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
That could be interesting. Is that in Ahsoka though, right? Or is that in the movie?
That's the theory. That she's going to be in Ahsoka season 2, which would make sense in a flashback.
Yeah.
Derek, we talked about it last week, but who is your favorite character on Skeleton Crew?
I love them all.
They're all my babies. I can't pick one.
They're all my little babies. I love them all. I think they're great. I can't decide.
Can't decide. How about the kids? Is there one kid that you like?
No, I feel like they're all great because they're so different, but yet they complement each other. And I feel like none of them would be as strong without the others.
You've got the adventureness.
That being said, Team Neil, go Derek.
of Wim, like he wants to touch everything, right? He wants to go push the buttons and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's me.
And then you've got the cautious captain, right, of Fern,
Mhm.
and you've got your so they kind of balance each other out a little bit because she's really cautious, he's not. So but you've still got to take chances every once in a while, right? Do these things, and then you've got KB that's got all the knowledge and technology and can do things, you know. And so you've got that, and then you've got like Neil, just
Sweetheart.
the sweetheart. That's right. He really just brings it all together. The glue.
It's funny. He's the glue. Yeah.
He's the glue.
He's an elephant.
I didn't think
No, that's horses, right? They don't
Not a
make
horse.
not a horse. Yeah, but I'm sure they have elephant glue.
That's right. There is probably elephant glue.
Yeah.
I liked
Understand.
KB a lot. I think she turned out to be my favorite of the kids.
I
I liked Neil's dad, even though he didn't have any lines. He looked so cool.
You think he looks so cool, like he could do some damage, but he just held the babies and walked.
Well, yeah, but they don't have violence on their planet.
Well, he looked like he had a bunch of anger in him.
Looks aren't everything.
He just wanted to let loose, and it would have been cool.
But what would you do with a bunch of pirates that have guns?
Like he could like after the
trample them.
Yeah, like after the X-wings and stuff come and save the day, there could have been a pirate standing there, and he could just took him out,
punched him with his trunk.
Yeah,
trunked him.
You've been trunked, punk.
Trunk.
Anyways, lovely show. Loved it. Lovely. Yeah, there's nothing bad I could say about it.
I can say something bad.
Oh,
yeah, we can probably come.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
It's really upsetting to me.
What's the next thing? Oh, Andor's the next thing.
Yeah. And Andor 2 is coming pretty soon. I thought the supervisor died really quickly. We talked a little bit about that on that I'm Geek, but it's like, oh, well, there you go. He's dead.
Yeah.
Or it's dead.
It's
stabbed in the eye.
I mean, I kind of assumed that was like something that was going to happen with that it wasn't really a person.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It was good.
And I'm glad that they didn't draw that out. It was like, oh yeah, it's a robot. That's why everything's so rigid here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
That makes sense. But it also kind of felt like it could have been like Wizard of Oz too, right? It's just the voice behind the
yeah. People thought it was going to be the old captain. He wasn't dead. He stayed.
But we saw him dead.
But no, I think it was good they didn't.
No, I know.
There's all this mystery behind it, and then it's like, oh, it's run by robots. That's great.
Droid. It's a droid. Makes the most sense when you think about it.
Sure. That's why there's peace. We should all be run by robots.
One day.
Hey, we're getting closer.
Getting closer every day.
Every day.
Every day.
One day closer.
All right, are we ready?
One day more.
What are we Star Warsifying today?
Oh,
Ryan?
man. Well, let me tell you.
Wait, is that what we do here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes.
So the festivals of the arts.
The farts.
At EPCOT is going on right now. It's the shortest festival, but it's probably one of the coolest festivals they have.
Becoming my favorite.
Yeah, I think it's probably my favorite too. I don't get to go there that often because it's short and it's in January, February, and I don't get there that much then. But it is. I've been, I think, once, and it was a blast. I liked it. So since that's going on, Cadron had a great idea because that's why he had the idea, because it was Festival of the Arts.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's the arts. Because he had
beans. He had beans one day.
Beans.
You know what?
I have it.
We're gonna do something different tonight.
We are.
Yeah. Something a little smaller than what we usually do.
Oh.
It's not going to be a grand attraction. You don't even have to wait in line for this attraction.
Shall I?
Oh.
No, wait, no, not yet.
It's Tiny Town. We are doing the Garden Railway that you can find in the Germany Pavilion at EPCOT in the World Showcase.
Yes.
Some of you may have been to EPCOT and never even seen this, because you could miss it if it's a busy day.
It's
You
very
can walk
possible.
right past it. It's in the Germany Pavilion by the restrooms, I think. Isn't there like restrooms right there?
I think so.
Yeah, there's restrooms, and then there's the trains.
And there's
So it's like miniature
water.
trains.
know.
And then behind you is the water. And it's just sort of there, in a corner by itself. You can walk up through there.
Sometimes
you
you
can't walk
see squirrels or rabbits run through it. Like
Yeah.
giants.
Giant.
The coolest fact I know about it was when they did, I think it was Kim Possible game. If you remember Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Now they're doing, are they still doing DuckTales?
Yeah, that's the last thing I've remembered.
So you could do a game throughout the park. And when it was Kim Possible, they would give you this phone thing. They would do the boop, 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 boop. And then the one character from the show would come up and give you like a clue to go do something.
Agent Pete.
No, that's
no.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're done.
Ben 10, come on.
Agent P is from Phineas and Ferb, which was another game that they had before DuckTales.
You said Ben 10.
I know. I was joking.
No, I was just
Anyway, I forget what the kid's name is that would come on the screen. But
Unstoppable.
no, that is a character from the show, but it wasn't him. It was
Billy
the kid
Bob
that
Thornton.
would always call them to tell them where to go and do stuff.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Anyways, one of the games led you to this train, the Garden Railway, and you would scan something, and then zombies would come to life and roam through the
what?
Yeah, all the little people's eyes would turn red.
Nice.
Look it up. It's a real thing. You could Google it. It's on YouTube. But the little people in it, their eyes would turn red, and then like something else would happen, and then that was part of the game.
Definitely looking this up. I am not leaving this to chance. This
Zombies.
is awful.
Zombies in the Garden Railway in Germany.
Captured on film.
I even saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
I believe you.
You seen it.
I seen it with my own eyes.
I done seen it.
Yep, there it is.
See?
Zombies in the Germany Pavilion. From 2009 to 2012, you could pick up a flip phone and explore the pavilions with Kim Possible's World Showcase Adventures. And if you got to the pavilion, it would trigger many zombies in the town square. It's like in bold.
Yeah. It was so cool that there were zombies in Epcot, and people wouldn't believe you, and they're like, "No, there really is. There's zombies."
There you
in Epcot. It was the coolest thing little thing they did with those games, I think.
Yeah.
Most of the games was like it's a ducktail popping, it's like Scrooge McDuck popping out or something, but they had zombies for Kim Possible.
Very cool.
Which was cool. I wish they still had the zombies there. They should do that during like Halloween time. Just turn the zombies on.
I found a video, but yeah. On the tubes.
You're gonna put it on the screen, or how's that work?
I think I should always screen stuff first. Plus copyright infringement.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so there we go. That's the coolest thing that I know about the railway.
Didn't they stop working for a while? Like during COVID or something, like they didn't have them there. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, they had the little mast that
they wanted villagers to keep their distance.
Yeah.
They wanted it 6 feet apart.
It couldn't be on the trains and run those things.
No, it wasn't safe.
That's where the zombies came from. COVID.
Oh, that's it.
We knew it.
We had a train, model train set up at our zoo here in Memphis, and it was pretty cool, but it broke down all the time, and they had to fix it, so they finally got rid of it. I was like, man, that's one of the coolest things,
They needed zombies.
I feel like I was at Disney.
It does break down every now and then. Like one of the trains will come off the track, and then people got to come and
derailment.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people don't realize that you can actually walk through it. There's like a little path.
There's a little pathway.
It's very
cool.
I don't want to say forgettable because it is really neat. But
it's cool.
It is easy to miss it.
And for each festival, they decorate it. So, like for the Festival of Arts right now, there's little fart flags put up.
Festival of the Arts flags.
Yeah,
there's a little fart.
It's hard to say. I mean, fart's just way easier to say.
Yeah, that's what people say.
It just squeaks right out.
And there's so much new Figment stuff because Figment's sort of the mascot. So much new Figment stuff this year. And there's a new Figment popcorn bucket that's shaped like a light bulb.
Mm.
It's cool. So all kinds of
It
stuff.
is.
But yeah,
No. Last episode, you made fun of me because I said it was a hot air balloon, and you said it was a light bulb.
it is a light
Turns
bulb.
out it's a hot air balloon light bulb,
Ooh.
and that's what the cord was for.
Oh,
The cord is for the light bulb to turn it on and
Boom.
off, like a light bulb.
Boom.
like
A hot air balloon doesn't have a cord.
Have you been on a hot air balloon?
you go.
It has a pull string.
Yeah,
A light
mean,
bulb has a
inside.
pull string.
but
That's
inside
why
you gotta
they use both.
you increase the heat so it goes up, and you pull this thing and you go.
Boom.
But the pull string looks like a light bulb pull string.
Well, it could be both because
a
it's a light bulb and a
Whatever.
hot air balloon.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's just a light bulb.
Man,
Just tried to mess with Derek.
Boom.
I got to Google that now. Anyways, so but yeah, so all kinds of cool stuff happening, and of course there's artists everywhere, and they actually did something. Surprise, surprise, with the Communicore or whatever it's called. The
yeah,
building. They
they
actually
did.
did something. It has
That was really cool.
Broadway, Disney Broadway inside their exhibit, which actually doesn't look half bad.
Yeah, it's a great use of it, and I think we
it
should
actually
probably
looks
see more. So they brought in props and things from different movies and shows, right? Isn't that what it was?
From Broadway music.
Broadway shows. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't look like a cafeteria.
Yeah, it definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, and I think
like an
that was
exhibit.
their intentions the whole time because,
Yeah.
like I haven't been there, and yes, it didn't look great when it first opened because it was boring. But I noted that there was a ton of moving light fixtures and different light fixtures that hadn't been used yet. I'm like, they're not going to put $100,000 worth of lighting and not use it.
It was just weird that they didn't do anything for the festival for this, because people thought, oh, when the festival start, it'll start, and they didn't, and people were like, oh.
So what
and
was
they
the first
finally
festival? Food and wine?
Yes. It was just a cafe. They didn't there was like one little kiosk that you could buy t-shirts, and that was it.
Well,
they probably weren't ready yet.
They weren't ready.
Yeah. But it's cool. Because when I was there last time, I went through it, and I was like, oh, it was very underwhelming.
Well,
but
no.
It looks cool.
I've been reading a couple Imagineering books lately, and one of them. Let me get the names right first, because I don't want to mess this up. The first one was One Little Spark, and that was the Marty Sklar book about becoming an Imagineer and what it takes to become one, and asking other Imagineers. And right now I'm finishing up Dream Chasing, which is Bob Weiss's book, which is just about his life, which is really good. But it does paint a little bit different picture to me of Imagineering versus Disney.
Yeah.
Because it almost made me feel pretty bad about budgets and the things that they have to go through.
Oh yeah.
And then, but they're the ones that get all the flack when stuff isn't right or good. It's like, oh, why did they do this? Or why didn't they do this? And then they're like, oh, we would love to. We had a lot of plans.
It's always the money people.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. I think I kind of lost sight of that for a minute, thinking like, oh, they're not trying. The Imagineers are just not doing as much as they used to. They used to be so great. Now I'm like, oh no, they're still great. They're just they're constrained. It's corporate world. We've been there.
Sure. Yeah, they've got lots of great ideas. It's just the money's not there, or the other people don't agree with them. So,
exactly.
That's why they haven't Star Warsified everything yet.
They're waiting for
it cost too much.
Everything.
Yeah.
And then they're going to take the best ones.
I mean, we need to do Big Thunder Mountain soon, because they're starting to take it apart, so they can start using our ideas if we go ahead and put it.
You should probably put it out there.
Put it out there.
It's perfect the way it is.
I know.
That's my favorite track.
Anyways, we're not doing that.
No, we're not. We could get back on track, Derek.
Back on track.
I don't know why I'm giving Derek a hard time tonight. It's because I love him.
Train track.
Love you too.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so who would like to go first? Okay, I'll go first.
Great.
I haven't been first in a while, so
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Because mine's short. It's really short. I'm sorry. It's a small thing. I was like, what am I going to do?
Small world.
All right, go ahead.
So I've got a small idea for A small train thing.
No such thing.
No, that's
Small
good.
idea.
It's an idea. All right. So I'm going to do the obvious place because everything revolves around it some way.
Oh.
It's going to be Tatooine because I was like,
There goes idea number one.
I do like Book of Boba Fett because I thought the train from Book of Boba Fett would be pretty cool. But the thing that I want to do with it was something that I think they should do with it now when it's not Star Wars. If they could do it now, I'm going to utilize the Magic Band pluses, and I think you can use the Magic Band pluses. If not, we can pretend that it would work.
Why not?
Different parts of the thing when you walk near it your Magic Band will activate it to do something. So besides the train going around, like if you walk near the Sarlacc pit, your thing's going to light up, and then the tentacles and everything's going to come out and pull barge down and stuff. And if you go to like Mos Eisley and the spaceport, you'll go there, and like the Millennium Falcon will take off and they come back down. If you go, where else? Of course, if you go to like one of the big sand dunes when the train's going past, you can activate the Tusken Raiders that will start shooting and stuff at the train. You could maybe there's a lightsaber battle somewhere that you can activate. But I thought it would be cool to use the Magic Band to make the whole scene come alive, because right now most of the scene that comes alive is just a train that goes around. But if you could have all these little parts of Tatooine come to life when you walk near it with your Magic Band, it's a reason to have a Magic Band Plus right there. You're going to get some money out of this little train thing there. So Disney, take note. You'll make more money.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's basically Tatooine with all the things that we know about Tatooine. Maybe there's in one scene you have the
you have a little scene with aunt and uncle
burning,
hanging out outside.
you can have Cad Bane and the other dude having a shootout.
Yeah.
Boba Fett could be there.
The man, I can't
Moisture
think right
farm.
now.
You can activate the moisture farm.
The what's the big thing that
Sandcrawler?
Yeah, the Sandcrawler in there.
Activate the Sand Dragon? Oh, that too. You have the
Sand Dragon,
the Crate Dragon or whatever they're called.
Have Stormtroopers,
Cobb Vans.
You could even have, if you want to, like a deep Easter egg, because they have an Easter egg of this in Galaxy's Edge. You could have two little people combing the desert with a big cone, like in Spaceballs.
Found anything yet?
We ain't found nothing.
We ain't found nothing.
I was like, is he gonna say it?
That would be really funny if they one of the corners, if you go to a certain corner,
little Easter eggs,
hidden back there too.
That would be funny. Do they own that one? Desert. Can they do that?
Well, they have the RV is in Galaxy's Edge.
There you go.
The toy shop.
Yeah,
it's up in the corner there. So there you go.
There you go.
So there's my little idea for a little.
It.
Very good. Yeah,
I like it.
Thank you. Who's next?
Go ahead, Derek, if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Kate's got a big idea.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So mine is set on Naboo, and it is the festival parade. So as you'll have instead of the trains, you'll have the different crafts from Naboo and like the tanks and stuff kind of going around, and you'll have all the really cool Naboo city. But what I thought would be really fun was same with the interactive kind of thing, where you can have the different songs kind of play as you interact with different things, or maybe different characters speak. You hear Padme, you might hear young Annie, you hear Obi-Wan. But then also I thought every festival, instead of having a festival change, you could have the different Star Wars celebrations, like Life Day,
Mm-hmm.
And so you can change the vibe for every festival, but it would still be set in Naboo and how maybe Naboo would celebrate Life Day. And now you have a bunch of Wookiees that are hanging out in there. And
you could have maybe like a Return of the Jedi celebration where all Ewoks show up somewhere in some corner. It's got a big party going on.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so fun. And then finally, to top it off, there would be a giant helmet on one side.
No. You had me up till then.
and Skywalker said,
could you have like Easter eggs, like just like a somewhere there's a Darth Maul just cut in half, just laying there, or like Qui-Gon just like dead somewhere in the corner?
I mean, with the same wound that Sabine got.
No, his was higher.
Okay, that's safer.
Anyways, so no little Easter eggs. Okay.
Yeah, lots of Easter eggs, all of them.
All of these.
Just not those
eggs.
Just not Darth Maul. Oh.
No. Yeah, whatever Easter eggs you want, we can put them in there. We can.
Yay!
It'd be like an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, especially in around Easter.
You could buy a thing for $10, and once you fill it all out, you take it.
It's 25.
Was it 25 now?
I don't know.
You take it back, and they give you a smoothie.
Oh,
blue milk.
Ooh, blue milk smoothie
with rum.
No, you got to pay extra for
or without.
That was the $25 one with a commemorative plastic glass you could take home.
Plastic glass?
Plastic solo cup.
Yeah. I saw an advertisement for a restaurant today called Hen Solo.
Oh.
I was like, that's pretty cool. It's like a chicken place, and had all of the food was themed. I was like, we need these people on our show. We need them as sponsors for our show.
Yes,
awesome. Is what we do.
I can't eat chicken. Hope they don't pay us in chicken.
Well, they had other things, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
I'm allergic. Anyways, all right. I like it.
I love it. I want some more of it.
And it works with all the festivals.
I sang that song today at work.
Did you really?
I did.
Did anybody know it?
Actually, one of the youth that was in there.
One of the youths.
One of the youths. I don't like calling them kids. They're like teenagers. I actually think he's 20. So there you go.
Not a teenager. Well, cool.
Katrin, it is your turn to wow us.
All right. Well, it's not. I'm sorry. So my idea is pretty simple. It is also on Tatooine, but I was glad to hear that you didn't take any part of mine. That's good. So first, there's this big helmet. There's this big helmet. It could be because what I thought would be cool was to replace the train tracks with tracks that you could run pod racing on, and it would be an interactive exhibit where you could maybe tap in with your magic band, like you said, and you get to pick one of the vehicles. Maybe there's 20 of them that people could walk up and they pick one on the screen or something, and it's randomized, like which one wins, but you see it go all the way around the Tatooine, and maybe even the same idea as you, as far as like things are built out with Tatooine and you've got different scenery, but the main event is like you're watching this pod race happen and you're part of it. And maybe there's some other interactive things where you could wreck other pod racers. I don't know, but yeah, I thought that'd be cool just to have something interactive. I'm not really sure how it'd work, but I thought it was cool.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, they did something sort of like that outside Jungle Cruise. You used to have the boat race.
Yeah. Similar. I even thought it might be cool to have it as a hologram almost, but I was like, well, it can be real. Yeah. It can be real though.
Practical effects.
Things are happening. No, things are happening.
And then for the stands, all the little people could be Q-tip heads.
Q-tip heads.
That's what it was in the actual movie.
Hey,
there you go.
The original movies, you have potatoes in the background, stars.
Now, this is pod racing, is what we call it.
Well, like
that's totally wizard. Though. That was really wizard.
For your Easter egg, would Smee be somewhere?
Easter egg.
Would Smee be somewhere on a date with I don't know,
Bantha?
With a Bantha, maybe?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We could put that one in for Derek.
That's what I said. They go on a date to the giant helmet.
Oh, go check out Beauty and the Beast episode if you want to know more about that.
So good. And I'm actually surprised that no one used the trains, the coaxium trains from.
I thought about that.
I thought about
I
that.
also thought about it, but I thought it was too obvious, so I went
Yeah, I
away.
did too. And I wanted to do all the interactive stuff with all the different things you find on Tatooine.
Yeah,
That one I was like, it's just a train and this.
Actually, when I was discussing this with my wife tonight, she was like, "You know, it'd be really
My
cool."
wife.
With my wife, she's like, "It'd be really cool if it was like on Naboo, like at the end of the movie." I'm like, "I love when you come up with these ideas. I'm just gonna use it. I like it. I like it."
Make her come on the show.
She will not. She said nope.
Just trick her. Trick her. Say, hey, you want to go out to eat? I gotta come in here and sit down, and then we'll pop out with lightsabers and be like, "You're on the show."
Wow,
I don't think call back to the first of that.
That'd work. Yeah. On that note, we did miss some news.
We did.
We did.
We're doing news on the show.
Yeah. Disneyland announced the sale dates for Star Wars Night After Dark.
Oh,
yeah. So that event will be April 8th through May 6th.
I can't be there.
Select evenings though. Tickets go on sale January 30th.
And they'll immediately sell out.
Absolutely.
Probably.
No, they will. That's what they do.
That reminds me, I had this guy at work came to my office, and I have some Star Wars stuff in my office. And he's like, "Yeah, I was going to go to this thing in Tokyo. My brother-in-law said he wanted to go and try to go to the thing, and it's like this expo. I don't know what it is." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm familiar." And he said, "Dad," I said, "There weren't any tickets, right?" He's like, "No." I was like, "They sold out in like an hour. I mean, they were gone in no time." So he's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
I know.
I'm sorry, Derek, that he brought that up. I know that's a real soft spot for you, a hard spot or something. Back to Star Wars nights.
Star Wars night.
I really want to go to that, but I don't know how I'd get out to Disneyland to go to that.
Usually fly.
No, you know what I mean.
I did just find out. I found out
money.
yesterday that Des Moines has direct flights to John Wayne.
Oh,
like the John Wayne?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's John Wayne Airport.
Is that the airport?
SNA, I think, is their abbreviation. And it's on Allegiant, so it's super cheap. And people can say what they want. I like Allegiant. I've always had really great luck with them. You just got to know what you're getting with it. Yeah. But now that I find out I could do round trip for like under $300 to Anaheim, duh, I'm gonna do it. I'd go out there just.
Where are we going?
Well, let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
I could go out there just for some Trader Sam's. But in case you are not the booking expert that I am, what you could do is you could probably talk to Ryan.
Oh, yeah, about kyber crystals.
Lost that one to you, buddy.
So we mentioned on the last time, didn't we? I think we mentioned.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. I've started working on becoming a travel agent planner. I guess I am one now. I've got my social medias up. You can find me Ryan just Ryan Upon a Star Travel on Facebook, and then I started this new Instagram page called Geeky Destinations.
I like that.
So you can find that. So please subscribe, please follow. And if you need anything, if you're going to Disney, you want to go check out Epic Universe, you want to go on a cruise, you want to go to Universal Studios,
all inclusives
in Florida, in California.
All inclusives in Florida?
No, I was talking about Disney and Universal.
I'm gonna be your pitch guy. Hold on, I got this. You want to go to like Sandals Resort? Sandals are great. You're gonna love the Sandals Resort, sweetie. They're really awesome. You and your partner are gonna have a great time. You're gonna love it. You can eat until you burst. All the golf you want for free. Scuba diving, it's free. Book a trip right now with Ryan.
Yeah, so you could email me at ryan@uponastartravel.com or check me out or just message me on anything and we'll talk. I have been a long time Disney and travel fan to different theme parks in different places around the country.
Destinations,
geeky destinations. And I just thought, you know what? I want to help people make their magic geeky trips come true. and take all the stress out of it. So give me a call or an email, and I'll no charge put a plan together for you and get you there, because we all know. I mean, Cater knows, Derek knows, I know. It gets harder and harder to book your perfect trip to Disney by yourself because there's so much things that change every day. Even
if you haven't been there a lot,
if you haven't been there
or at all.
Yeah.
If this is your once in a lifetime, no one ever does the once in a lifetime, because they go once and they go many times after that, because it's
yeah. Like if the last time you've been, you got paper fast passes, guess what? You can't do that anymore. It's changed like 15 times since then. And so I can help you plan that out and make sure you know all the up-to-date stuff. And there's also free dining coming.
There is.
Well, see, that's the thing is like there's lots of things, if you don't keep up with it like we do, like if you're not sitting there on Twitter all the time watching all the different updates that are coming through, or just keeping up on the blogs, all this, you're gonna miss all the deals that are out there with the free dining or the discounts on rooms or whatever. And that's what having a travel agent is about, is like they keep track of that stuff, so you don't have to, and they'll update your cost. Like you put your down payment down, you can pay it later, and you may have this number in mind, but then at the end of it, it ends up being cheaper because there's a deal, and if you don't keep up with that stuff, you might miss it. But that's why a travel agent's great, because they're going to keep up with it for you.
Right. And Ryan, you've got a post coming out about the free dining, don't you?
I already put one out. Yeah, it's out.
There you go.
It's on. I know it's on my Facebook. I don't know if I put it on Instagram yet, but it's on my Facebook page, Ryan, and then Upon a Star Travel. Like Hadrian, and like we were talking earlier about staying at the Caribbean beach. There's one building that's really good to stay at because you can get right on the Skyliner.
Don't tell them what we talked about, though.
No, but I'm saying
you got to call Ryan.
That's all right.
If you don't know that, then you're going to get stuck at the far thing. Or if
you got to ride a bunch of little buses and get around.
Or if you go on a cruise, you may, I'll just book my own cruise and get on there, and then you end up in this room. Like I saw a video today. This family went. They got to their room, and they opened it up, and it was like probably this size of my desk area, and they had 2 kids and the parents, and they're like, well, I guess this is where we're staying. But if you have a travel agent, travel planner for you, they're going to make sure you get the right room.
Or you might accidentally book yourself on a Carnival cruise.
Yeah. The right part of the ship. And you know what?
And
when you're using somebody like me, we're going to look at the deals. We're going to look at the prices, and we're going to be like, I know you want this room, but for just a little bit more, you could have your own balcony, your own veranda, your own, all that fun stuff. So yeah, Ryan at uponastartravel.com for my email. Let me know. We'll work something out for you. And of course, if you still need kyber crystals, I've got them on I Am Geek shop on Etsy.
You're a man about town.
Yeah, and maybe some Harry Potter stuff coming. I've been working on. So
I wonder what that could be.
I wonder.
I actually don't know. So that was just kind of a shot.
That's wands. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the natural progression of things.
It's actually a spell book.
Yeah. It really works. It's Skelegro to regrow your bones. I just happen to have this sitting here.
There you go.
It's not that. It's wands. Anyways,
it's wands.
So if you want
little
wands,
plants that scream and stuff,
the wands will have
Mandarin.
Have one of my kyber crystals. It's sort of a part of it. So
yeah.
Cool. Anyways, yes, but check out the travel stuff. Even if you're not planning a trip, if you don't mind, go on there and like the pages, subscribe. Let me know. Yeah, share with your friends. If you know friends that like to travel, share with them, and I'll help them make their dream vacations come true without any of the stress that they have to deal with.
Yeah,
cool.
I've been a friend with the people at Upon a Star for years and love them. I don't have a dog in the fight, so they're not paying me to say that or anything. So when Ryan was telling us that he was looking at going on their team, I was like, yeah, you totally should.
Yeah, cool.
They need you.
Cool. And remember, May 4th is just around the corner. So if you want to really celebrate May 4th at Galaxy's Edge, now the time. You can book it. And we'll get you the best Star Wars vacation you can have to celebrate May the 4th, 2025.
And the 4th be with you. And
Yes.
also with you.
And with you.
And you too.
Lift up our sabers. We lift them up to the Yoda. Sorry, I was raised Catholic. I apologize.
Mine doesn't work.
Anyways, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll be with I Am Geek. You can check that out, and then we'll be back with Livingston Landspeeder. Hopefully, maybe we can get a guest next time. That'd be great.
Yeah, I've had somebody that asked me again. And I was like, "Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
We talked about that.
Excellent.
He may be a rock star."
Ooh.
oh, but you're already on here, Derek.
He may be a real one, not just a fake one that plays one on TV.
It's Uncle Jesse. There, let's get
Oh
it.
my gosh, there's no way I'd be able to do it.
Anyways, thanks for joining us on Living the Landspeeder. Join us next time as we Star Warsify another Disney attraction.
Yes,
Good
sir.
night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
That's my name.